So, get bear with me. I'm just trying to get my screws in line. Just bear with me. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna draw a little bit, see if anyone knows anything about that. You know, let's get it on. Let's see if anyone knows about Ozzy and how Ozzy is. Does anyone know anything about Ozzy? What's up, Paul? How's your evening going? Did you hear the news that Ozzy is supposedly retiring? I didn't know that until I didn't know if it was legit or not. Can you hear me over this AC? What's up, Bella? Krish? What's good, everybody? Did y'all know that service still work out? What's going on here? I don't know that closing out. Okay, so you can hear it clear because every time I do a live up in here, I always have this light on because you guys can't hear over here this AC, but did you guys know that he retired? If you do, what do you think about it? What do you think about Ozzy retiring from the music industry? Because if I'm not mistaken, from what I did some research, that he wasn't just in Black Sabbath. What? Ozzy was actually in a band called Rare Breed. He was in that band with a bassist named Geezer Butler. He was a bassist, and he was in that band for quite some time. I didn't ever think that. I thought Ozzy came from Black Sabbath, you know, if anyone knew about that, Black Sabbath. But he was actually in another band before that, which is crazy. But then whenever he separated from Black Sabbath, he made his own little band named Ozzy, which my mom got me the CD of Blizzard of Oz when I was in high school. And that's when I actually started reading about artists. Because if I didn't read that booklet that came with Blizzard of Oz, I would not have known that Sharon Osbourne became his wife later on. Didn't know she was his management. But other than that, that's what Ozzy came from. He was in that. I want to look it up, but I wish I could just take out to the video. If there was a video, or if there was a songs, I could actually play, but I can't. You know. But yeah, I've never went to an Ozzy concert. I didn't ever go to a Black Sabbath concert, but a lot of people have been to Ozfest. Um, I didn't get to go to Ozfest, and knowing that Ozzy is not performing and all that, I mean, there's a time to take a break, you know? I mean, I was watching the Osbournes whenever that show came on in MTV. When it started coming out, I watched a little bit of it. I was like, that's pretty cool. You had Jack Osbourne and what was her name? I can't remember it because I just realized Ozzy is not his real name. Ozzy's real name is actually John Michael, supposedly. John Michael, I think. You know, which is pretty cool. You know, I didn't know his nicknames was the title of the episode or whatever, you know. I didn't think so. I thought it was just Ozzy. I mean, that's what I always thought, you know. So, I didn't know about his nickname being that. I mean, he has some good songs, you know. We know about War Pigs, we know about Iron Man, Mr. Crowley, and Mama I'm Coming Home. What's crazy is whenever you turn on the radio, there's times that song Mama I'm Coming Home and you're actually going to your mom's house. It's kind of wicked sometimes, you know. But I mean, I started listening to Ozzy in high school, but I only actually had only one CD of him. Which was The Blizzard of Oz. So at that time, Crazy Train, was like into a rap song or something. I think it was just I think it was Crazy Train turned into a rap song in a way. I think. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on it. But I do like Crazy Train. That song is a good song by Ozzy, you know. He could write. I'm not really writing, I'm actually just like drawing. That's what I'm doing. Talking about Ozzy retiring. I mean, when he did his like retirement, I didn't even get to watch the show, or not the show, the concert. They have it on the internet of his last performance with Black Sabbath. I didn't watch it yet. It was just some kind of news that, you know, I think it's legit that he retired. I mean, I don't know anyone that's his age that is performing right now still. I'm kind of crazy not knowing right now, but it was something to talk about, you know. I did watch, what is the daughter's name? Kelly? I think it's Kelly. Man, I don't want to be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know? So, there's so many things, like, I think he was on Little Nicky. I think he went on Little Nicky. I think. If you've seen that movie, Little Nicky, I think he was on there too. But I did watch Ozzy's show with his son. They went and did some amazing things together. It was pretty cool to watch that. I only got to watch a few episodes. But I mean, if you ever got to see Ozzy Osbourne in concert and enjoy it and come home and just be able to talk about his concert, it'd be great. Right on, right on. I can write a poem too. I don't want to write it. Okay. Sitting here. Oh man, I can't. Oh, like try to say a poem by drawing. Yeah. I'm sitting here drawing. Uh, no, no, I'm not gonna try to freestyle on here. No. But no. So going to an Ozzy concert, I looked at the prices, how much they were in the '90s. Uh, the ticket prices were in the 20s. They're like $23 or something like that. And I'm thinking, I don't know if it was in the US where his tickets were only like $23 in the '90s. I don't know if that's a fact or not. So it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, $23 back in the '90s to go to a concert seems pretty legit back in the day, you know? It's cool because I was like, I don't ever like look up concert prices back in the day, like how much they were back in the day. It was the first time I did that, to look up the prices of tickets to concerts that was like in the '90s and the '70s. I wanted to go far back into the '70s, see how much ticket prices were back then. But I'm like, let me just go to the '90s and see how much they were. But like I said, I don't know if it was U.S. prices or some other countries or continents, you know, their prices. Um, but looking up music, the band members and stuff like that, I didn't look up anyone else, just Ozzy. And knowing that he's from the UK and that's like out of the industry of music, I think he's the only like musician that I know of from England. Even though I might listen to other bands or bandmates from other bands, you know, I don't know if they're from England or London or, you know, out there. So it's just, it's cool to know that he was the only one that I know from out there. It's one of those things, you know. So whenever Ozfest was around, when I would always hear about Ozfest, I would hear all the other bands that was going to be there. I would like to go see some of those bands too. But I wonder how the atmosphere was during that time. To go to an Ozfest concert, venue or something, I'm sure the vibe was like wicked, man. So all I'm doing is just drawing. This is what I'm just drawing, guys. Just drawing and talking about Ozzy. That's all I'm doing. But the retirement like concert when he did with Black Sabbath, they did it on July 5th. I don't know the location where the venue of the concert went down at, but supposedly it went down on July 5th of this year. You know, so I didn't know it's good to know. For anyone to ask, the last concert was July 5th. Just don't know where it was. I don't know where it was. But Crazy Train is one of my favorite songs of Mr. Crowley. I like how it just goes, Mr. Crowley. Yeah. And then, it's like Crazy Train comes out in that song. But as a child, I mean, when I was a teenager, you're still a child. But reading that book, knowing about that artist, is what got me really like trying to understand music and understand where honestly. Just one more. I just don't need my foot to go to sleep. I went to sleep. I just don't know how I have anything to hold on to this. It's just, but yeah, going to an Ozzy concert would have been great. Like, he made it out there. He's like 70 something years old. Still kicking it up there. I mean, if I ever seen him in public, I'd just let him be, you know? I mean, he has the right for his own privacy. So, you know, Sharon, his kids. I mean, he has other kids.